We have been talking in these days about how life can be challenging, and we've talked about how sometimes we can get into circumstances and situations where we feel powerless, as if we feel that like there's nothing we can do and we're overwhelmed and we don't know quite what to do next. Well, I've invited someone here this morning to share with us a story of being overwhelmed and being in a situation where you feel powerless and what God can do. And so I want you to help me welcome Roderick Casaderas this morning to Mount of Olives. Welcome, Roderick. He's been with me all weekend. This is what, your third service?
Yeah, I'm not used to it.
I know. Neither am I. But Roderick, you know, back in July of last summer, you might remember how there was some terrific waves and at the ocean. I mean, it was really remarkable, and a lot of surfers and swimmers really were having a great time. And Roderick decided to go swimming with his friends in all of that, and he was swimming all day long and took a break and was exhausted, just absolutely exhausted, and took a break. But then a little while later, his friend said, "Come on, Roderick, let's go back in the water," and he did. And when he did, he ended up getting caught in a riptide. So what happened that day in July 26th?
26th, Sunday afternoon, like around 4 o'clock. First of all, thank you for having me here and to share the testimony of the Lord. And I was with my friend Nate and Megan, and we were swimming, and this big wave came to us. And next thing I know, when I got up, I didn't see my friend Megan. And I was looking around, I saw Nate from where this gentleman is, his brother, the Lord is. And I said, wow, that was a big wave. And Nate says, are you okay? I says, no, I'm getting tired and exhausted. I'm kind of like cramping on my legs and my arms. And he said, let me grab my hand and let's ride this next wave that's coming, and will shoot us ashore, which we did, you know. And when the wave came, you know, we went underneath and started swimming underneath. Somehow my hands and his hands got separated, and he got shot ashore. I got caught in this riptide, just pulled me off. My body just like pulled me off. And when I got up, and I was like, I've been in the water, it's like really exhausting, you know. He was like 7 rows from here. And I said, Nate, help me. He says, I'll be right back, I need to get some help. And he started swimming out, and I started yelling on the top of my lungs, hey, Nate, help me, Nate, you know. And then another wave hit me, and went down. And when the big wave hits you, by the way, it's hard for you to get up right away. You just go in a twirl, and you go up. So when I got up, and I barely swim, I saw 2 surfers from my far left, like way far. And I yelled, again, on top of my lungs, hey guys, somebody please save me, I'm gonna drown. I'm just yelling hard. Another wave hit me, and this one I can't swim anymore. I was barely my body's cramped, and I got up, and when I got to I'm here, ever been in a car accident and everything goes in slow motion? Like the waves was like slow motion, like really like slow motion. And I can't swim anymore, and I said, Lord Jesus Christ, please help me twice. Like yelled on the top of my lungs. And that's when I put it here, I can't swim anymore, going down. And I tried to still reach my hand so somebody will see me, where I'm at. And I closed my eyes and I said this short prayer, Lord, this is my time, forgive me for any bad things that I've done. I love you. And that's it. Completely that's it. And then I heard a voice. The voice was very friendly, like I've been telling in the service, it's very friendly voice saying, Roderick, get up, come follow me. And my eyes was closed, and I heard the voice again, Roderick, get up, come follow me. And when I opened my eyes, I was in this very, very white place. Top to bottom, left to right, very white place. And I looked at myself, I have scars, and I have no scars, like smooth skin, and I never have a nice body, in my pictures I saw it, no washboard abs, but it was like a body of a 19-year-old, and it's like new body. So
I've never had abs either.
So that's, I saw that, and the air that I was breathing was 50 times or more than right now we're breathing right now. It's like, ever seen Avatar? Remember when he was, transformed, he ran outside, and then his limbs is back and his feet was like this, and he breathed that air, like that breathing, like this life comes into you, like that soft, clean, fresh air, like really good. And then I was looking around and I heard this voice again, and this voice coming from this light, opening. And the light was so sparkling, it was so bright, brilliant radiance opening, and I put my hand like it because it was so, I can look at the sun, like for a moment you can look at it, but this one you can't, it's like so bright, And the voice was coming saying, get up, Roderick, come follow me, because I was laying on a pedestal. And I was doing like this, and it's getting bigger and bigger, and I wanted to see that light. So I took my hand and it just like blinded me, and like disintegrated me. Well, when that happened, my friends told me I was ashore. 8 men carried me out ashore, and I was coughing water, out laying down, and they prayed for me. And the lifeguards, there's 12 friends that were there. The lifeguard says, if you're not related to this person here, back off. Instead of them backing off, they went like this. They didn't go away. And then when Nate was done praying for a minute, I jolted with this air. This is what they told me. I jolted with this air and just looked at the lifeguard, and I can hear the lifeguard. I remember now. I can hear the lifeguard saying, Roderick, but I can't hear her because I'm full of water in my ears. And you're touching me like this. Are you okay? And I looked up, and the sun was beaming towards me. The light that I saw was the sun. And I went like this, and water just came out of my nose. And they're tapping me, are you okay? And next thing I remember, I was in the ambulance. It was one of the paramedics tapping me, saying, wake up, because they have waters in my lungs. I'm going to die dry drowning if I, fall asleep and something like that. And the next thing